Do all of them do this now? No. So that one was just 2 exceptions at once? It has lowercase letters and it has red letters, but one other one had lowercase letters. It was you, Silo. But yeah, it looks like the correct answer is always written down, so you don't have to worry about that. H. But only the H on this one. That's why I thought there'd be a different one on each one. Can I find the missing page? It's probably down here. It's probably the one I saw at the beginning of the game. Give. Think I need you. Wow, there's your foreshadowing from the beginning of the game. Let's go back to full screen. Sorry. So from the beginning, I was thinking that would be important. And then it was. What's the deal with my boat? I can't jump down. I don't know if my boat matters. Just from the beginning, I was like, there's writing on it. Maybe that'll be a part of the puzzle. Tide runner. Can't, like, go back or anything. It is interesting to have a boat that explains why I'm here, because the space is completely artificial and doesn't exist. And I mean, that's true of all video games, but in universe it seems to not be true. It seems to be that this place doesn't exist. Okay. I guess I'll get my notes back out. Let's see. What I likely have to do is copy all of the answers down based on their floors. There we go. I just needed full control of both of my screens again so I could get this prepped. Now we're good. Okay, so answer, not Andrew. Jesus Christ. Sir, can you tell I've typed Andrew a lot of times? Code. Or grid, I don't. Code? It doesn't matter. Who gives a shit what we call these two columns? I'm not going to think about it too hard, because I'm just going to be obsessed over trying to figure out what to call them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Drifted a little bit. Somehow. Gonna make them line up so I can keep it straight. Okay. Let's go to every single room. Let's see. Purple tile. Okay, so this one was knob. No, it was door. Means it's do. This isn't the bathroom, it's the playroom. Okay. This one was toys, and the highlighted ones are T. Okay. TY. Hexagons. Silo. That's I believe it's this one. It's small enough that it's hard to make out, but low. It's the right color, so I should be right about that. This ornate one is Apex. I believe that's this one. I kind of fucked myself a little bit by making them hard to see. All to make it a performance for you. Obviously, I could just easily solve all these puzzles off screen by just not showing any of my work, but then that's not a great show. But then the act of showing work is more work than the puzzles are sometimes, so it's an experience. Where's the split ones? Okay, so this one was Swan, and the two highlighted ones are W and N. This is the grid one. This one was bold. Not very memorable. Probably because it was solved so easily. So BL, type down below. So this blue is the kitchen, which is mock. So it's type down below lock. Maybe. What was this one again? Duet. Duet. Type down blue lock. So type down in the original blue lock. So I was right to suspect the idea of there being a second input on some of these, apparently. Release. Oh! Oh, I'm going. Okay. Glitch.
Congratulations. You've completed the initial calibration sequence and successfully interfaced with your first lock panel. My name is August, and I'll be your guide throughout the incredible journey of creating your perfect digital avatar, or as we like to call it, your data breach.
Of course, that's me. That's my voice. I programmed the AI myself. How did I miss that? I don't know yet. But I do remember this place. It was sort of a back-end workstation. I used it for developing new rooms and fine-tuning the island. I spent 5 years down here. 5 years of blood, sweat, and tears. Well, not really blood. I was always safe at my workstation, just jacked into the system, but 5 years. 5 years that feels like 500. Most of this seems familiar, but some of it feels foreign. Like it was crafted by a different... I feel kind of woozy. I don't normally feel nauseous in virtual space.
Fatal error detected. Persona failure imminent. Remedy calculations under... Congratulations. You've completed the initial calibration sequence.
You probably saw while that talking was happening, I did a little bit of a solving. There's more eyeballs here. Oh, 4. There we go. Width and line, because that was a painting that had 2 eyes on it. So that was width. 4 is line. That tripped me out a little bit. The moment I looked at the boat from this angle, I'm like, yep, that's an E, but it took me a bit to recognize the L. I was trying to start somewhere over here, and I'm like, I don't see anything over here. How do you get letters here? Then I saw these beams, and I'm like, oh, we're doing it. It's a fun inversion. They're like, oh yeah, the game's totally ending. Wink. And then they went and were like, the true Dark Souls experience begins here, basically, where they just acknowledged that there's a whole other game to do now, and they did that by just replaying the message that played when I opened the thing originally. I think it's kind of freaking out. Okay. But yeah, add this to my glitch list. Red bulb. I think I highlighted the first row and made it all bold originally when I thought I had a plan of how this was all going to go. Type down blue lock. Neat. As satisfying as it might be to keep all of my notes on hand so that we can look at them all the time and just like, look at all the stuff I've solved. The clutter is not great, so I'd like to reduce it. Let's see. World Romeo. I don't remember what ETX is. I forgot. Oh, it was the letters that weren't used on the. Yeah, that was a while ago. It was the letters that weren't used on the clock. It looks like the maze is coming up again. Okay, this bulb's freaking out. Oh, there's a asset maintenance request. Letter and entryway. Nest in maze. Was the nest glitching out? App room. That's the bugs in the map room. Let's see. The order might matter. Letters. Nest? The bug collection in the map room. With the bird and the red bulb. They seem to be tied to the broken things. Oh, hey, I can probably be a little nicer here. Let's see. This is really late in the game to recognize this idea, but I could do dark theme. Is that better? Maybe. Oh, now I've gone and created another thing to argue about, basically. Oh, shit. I haven't really been using these anymore. Let's see, reset. I've probably just created another thing for us to argue about, like, oh yeah, now I'm gonna argue about the light versus dark elements. I liked the first season of the game when it was light themed, or you ruined it when you made it dark themed. There's always, every action I always take has some kind of opinions about it. It's just inevitable. Alright guys, Jesus. Well, you know what? It's the welcome to season 2. We're in the second arc of this game. Now we're in the cave and it's the underworld. We're seeing through the matrix, and that's why it's all, now it's dark themes because it's thematic. Boom. Nailed it. Releasing. All lock devices additionally come equipped with a small item storage safe. To access the safe, enter the unique secondary 4-letter keyword. Okay, so all of them have another word, and that other word tells us it opens a safe and gives us another item that we need to use to open those locked things I saw. If the key is accepted, the safe will release the stored item. No hints are available for safe keys. There is a single clue for each room in this cave. More clues are placed around the island and in the house. Use what you learned from the first time you solved the rooms to do it again, with all new clues. I recommend starting with either that math problem or the clocks. August. Just gonna give me tips. These floor tiles are weird. Just a box of floor tiles. And each side of they're like dice. Each side of the dice is a different tile we've seen. Leaf maze, the key. Yeah? I know. The leaf maze didn't even have a code. I don't know. The main thing that comes to mind is maybe I needed to do the inputs based on how many spaces it takes to get to the key. And I typed that in somewhere. Maybe you would type that in the map room, I guess, right? Let's see. Okay, so... I'm so bad about pressing caps lock and then holding caps anyway. Clocks, we have a 10, 20. Which the crescent clock is probably tied to also, I guess. More chess pieces. I'm afraid of these guys. That one has a lock on it. Okay, so... Can we decode this based on the height? I think there's enough tricks here. Start at L for leaf. Huh. Leaf maze. So... Let's assume we're starting inside. So first you go left twice. So left 2, north 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that the right number? You have to look at all the different hallways that are off to the side of it to try to count how many spaces there are. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up 5. Right 1. Down 1. Right 1. Down 1. Right 1. Up. Can't see it anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. There, what was up with that? Wasn't it just not visible on the screen a second ago? Probably. Alright, so this part's gonna be a little annoying. I gotta keep that part straight. There's plenty other stuff to look at here. I'm just gonna hard commit. I'm just gonna go straight to the map room and try to type that in and see if that's the answer. And not deal with anything else for now. Because, that's just a lot of clues to look at. Right after I remember where the map room is. So we probably have to type leaf first as a starting point. Because it starts off with leaf with L, with the L underlined. Leaf. So, left 2, up 5, right down, right down, right up 4. Kaif. Yeah, that's a good word. Yeah, T is nowhere near here. Is life near here? Life. Hey! I must have been wrong.
Reset required. Unrecognized input pattern. Remedy calculations complete. Please accept my apologies. The creation of your persona has failed critically. Protocol dictates we terminate and reset the simulation. Please stand by while I investigate further. And thanks for putting your trust in Lock Tech.
I think I know what went wrong. So I think what went wrong is that I assumed that we were starting inside the maze. Otherwise, the first instruction when I was highlighting L would have been to press up. So this going up would be L. Yeah, I ended on Kaif. If I pressed up, then its starting point... It would have started at M, basically, when I first pressed up at the beginning. Okay. So life and Apex. So we've already solved a Phase 2 puzzle. And it was easier than the Phase 1 puzzles! But it's because it was riffing on the previous mechanic. So the question is how many of them are going to be riffing on the previous stuff. And what does nail mean? What does nail mean? And this book is still useless to me. Did this book always have a rip in it? Because I got a new blue page a minute ago. Yes. They just didn't highlight this one. Yeah. They didn't highlight it with it swooshing back and forth when you go through the book. But there was always a ripped out page. And now we know where it was. It's the reveal that all these safes have a secret compartment in them. When you solve their super mega ultra second puzzle. Okay, so that was easy enough. And he said he recommended starting with the clock or math? But that one was so easy. I guess, unless you can't make the connection or something. There's another clock. More chessboards. That's going to come up at some point. Floor tiles. Not sure what to do with that. Ooh. Oh. It's just the rebar or whatever around the elevator. What about the seeds? That was the easiest one the first time. Yellow flower. No music, 3 water, 3 sun. I mean, how hard could that be, right? No water, 3-3. Three water, 3 sun, no music. But there's no yellow flower. I think the yellow flower might be the one you can see through the math window. But then my question is, how do I affect that? Yeah, giant yellow flower. Hello, water and sun. How do I make you 3 and 3? How do you turn off the music in the world? There's just music playing. And I don't even know if it's diegetic or not, honestly, given the setting. Well, it's not working so far, so I don't do it via the setting in that room, apparently. Maybe I have to solve the math first, and then it all makes sense, or some shit. The toy room. Maybe this is when details like this, like the darts come up. Stuff that we noticed but didn't matter yet. This room's solved, which is interesting because it has these weird details in here too. Like how this one doesn't have an eye. And decorations that could be some kind of a hint. But I already solved life. Okay. I guess let's follow its advice and look at the math. I can't like do anything to this, can I? Does that work? Does zooming in make it stop? Not forever. Apparently. Maybe those animals will matter at some point? I don't know. Let's look at the math situation. You should really give it a shot. S-H-O-T. Why? Alright, Alright, let's do the math part. That was probably excruciating the first time for everybody. But it's back! Good thing I left everything written down, huh? Let's see, boop. S-H-O-T. Well, O and T are here. But S and H are not, so that's great. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not here. Yeah. Okay. Well, joke's on you, game. I can just type this out. Alright, so 8, 4, 3, 7. What does that mean? 21497. A C B E U. A C B E U. What? It's not a word. Give it a shot, and that shot's in purple. I'm trying. You can't like flip shot upside down. They recommended starting with the math one? What is this? Oh, there's one of the panels. You can see it opening. So I guess that's like a hint that that's how it do. This area's got clues for all of the other ones? What is happening there? Oh. Blue! I did this pop up. Go away. You're so annoying. Okay, so I've got the map room gold key. I need 3 gold keys to do something here. There's 4 bloops down there for some reason. That's a bummer I didn't get any of the keys to places I knew about already, because that's the places I was interested in figuring out. Does zooming in on you also make you stop? Nope. Reset maintenance request. I can't flip this over. How do I reset something? Like a button? Light on a chessboard which has a key on it. I can't interact with the chessboards, but are they like a code collectively? Do I need to record what's on each chessboard? I hope not. It seems like a pain. Already solved that. Yeah, he said he recommends starting with the clocks or math, right? Yeah. That's math. I don't get it. That's clock. It just has another sheet hanging from it like before. And a time. So far I've found 2 new clocks. That one and the one that was in the original room. Let's switch views. Oh wait, no, I can't check. I can't switch. Well, I did, but I need to not switch views because I need to check the times that I had written down already. Okay. Crescent clock. Ah, shit. Yeah, the maze had in. What does lowercase OH stand for again? Oh, the lowercase letters I found in things, yeah. Lie in XT. What? Unclear. Not even entirely sure if these are all related to each other or not. There's not a lot of way for XT to go, so it's probably going to be next. Next in line. Yeah. Yeah. Next in line. What does that mean? Next in line after the swan? Next in line. Are N and E on here? N, E, yep. N, yeah. Next in line. Oh, that's interesting. The beginning and ending of this code, if I'm right about it, are the same two letters both times. Should I finish the story? The farmer finds and carries the freezing little duckling home, but the foundling is frightened by the farmer's noisy chicken and flees the house. He spends a miserable winter alone in the outdoors, mostly hiding in a cave on the lake that partly freezes over. When spring arrives, a flock of swans descends on the lake. The ugly duckling, now having fully grown and matured, is unable to endure a life of solitude and hardship anymore and decides to throw himself at the flock of swans, deciding that it's better to be killed by such beautiful birds than to live a life of ugliness and misery. He is shocked when the swans welcome and accept him, only to realize by looking at his reflection in the water that he has been not a duckling but a swan all this time. The flock takes to the air, and now the beautiful swan spreads his gorgeous large wings and takes flight for the rest of his new family. I'm not sure how to get next in line from that.